Good morning, boys and girls. It is story time for the day. Today I'm going to read you Stephanie's Ponytail by Robert Munsch. Before I do that, we're going to, since it's Monday, I'm going to introduce you to your new sight words. I know some of you already know them and have practiced them at home, but for those of us that this is new, we're going to take a couple minutes to look at for, F-O-R, for, like I bought this for you, or what are we having for dinner? And then there's also or. If we take out the F, you have or, O-R, when you're asking somebody a choice or what they prefer, their opinion. Do you like basketball or volleyball? Do you want to go to the movie or swimming? Right? So this is for choices to say what you prefer, and this is when you're doing something for someone, or what do you want for breakfast, right? So let's see. Really close, and really far away. And what about this one? Really close and really far away. All right, like an alien, for, or like a proper prince or princess, for, or. Very good. And now can you sing it for me? For, or. Very good. So try to practice these today. Write them in chalk. Use them in sentences. Whatever you can do. For and or. And of course, because it's Monday, we'd be normally getting another word family. Couldn't think of the word. And this word family is, this word is part of our new word family. So let's get up, elbows up, get ready to tap. SH says shh, remember. One sound made with two letters, right? So sh, t, shot. Very good. So if it's part of the ot word family, it should rhyme with shot. Can you tell me a word that rhymes with shot? I'll give you a second to think. All right, and tell me as many as you know. On the count of three, whisper. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Good one. Wow, you're still going? Awesome. All right. So I think you said all of these. You're so smart. I got to give you a cheer for that. I'll give you the Wonder Woman cheer. So we're going to go clink, clink. You're wonderful and awesome. Whoosh. Good job. I think you got all of these ot words. Let's see. Read them with me. Cot, dot, got, hot, lot, not, pot, rot. And if something rots, I think of like meat. It gets old and kind of smelly and you don't want to eat it anymore. Like garbage rots, right? You wouldn't want to eat garbage. Okay, a little faster. Ready? A little faster, and we're going to say it like a cowboy or cowgirl. Ready? Cot, dot, got, hot, lot, not, pot, rot. And I know, CJ, you're probably telling me there's another knot, there's another knot. You're right. There's a knot. You can put a silent K in front of that knot, and it'll be like you tie a knot in a rope or in your shoe. All right. Okay, so today, like I said, I'm going to read you Stephanie's Ponytail. I do have to tell you, it has some not nice words in here. That's spill buckets that I would never want you to do. But I like the story because it is it has a good moral, because even though these kids are mean and don't like what she's doing, she sticks up for herself. And we'll talk about that later after the story. But like they say, ugly, ugly, very ugly. And I'll use it in the story. But just so you know, I would never, ever want anyone to say that to somebody because everybody's beautiful, right? Okay, Stephanie's Ponytail by Robert Munsch. Oh, and also, I'm not going to show you the pictures because the pictures kind of give away the surprises, so I'm going to read it a little bit different than I usually do, and I'll show you the pictures after I finish reading the picture. For most pages, sometimes I can. One day, Stephanie went to her mom and said, "None of the kids in my class have a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming right out the back." So Stephanie's mom gave her a nice ponytail coming right out the back. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids looked at her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." But Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." Can you say that with me? It's my ponytail and I like it. Very good, because I'm going to have you do that part from now on. So there's the picture. The next morning, when Stephanie went to school, all the other girls had ponytails coming out the back. Look at that. Even though they said it was ugly. Stephanie said, "You are all a bunch of copycats. You do just whatever I do. I don't like it." The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephanie said, "No." I should have used my mom voice. "Then that's that," said her mom. "That's the only place you can do ponytails." "No, it's not," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out the side, just above my ear." "Very strange," said the mom. "Are you sure that is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming right out above the ear. Oh, sorry. Right out above. Yep. Guess what? When the kids went to school, when she went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Yeah, ugly, ugly, very ugly." I don't want you to say that part because that's not nice. Stephanie said, here's your part. "It's my ponytail and I like it." Did you read it with me? Next time I'm going to make you do it by yourself. The next morning, when Stephanie came to school, all the girls and even some of the boys had nice ponytails coming out just above their ears. Oh my goodness, Mrs. Gibbs showed you the pictures too soon. I'm going to do that again, I promise. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephanie said, "No." Would you like one coming out the side?" "No." "Then that's that," said her mom. "There is no other place you can do ponytails." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out the top of my head like a tree." "That's very, very strange," said her mom. "Are you sure that is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. I'll show you the picture again. I think it's kind of cute. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out the top of her head like a tree. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." But here's your part. Stephanie said, "Awesome job." So make a prediction. Guess what happens? The next day. Yes, so smart. All of the girls and all of the boys had ponytails coming out the top. It looked like broccoli was growing out of their heads. So crazy. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like one coming out the side?" "No." "Would you like one coming out the top?" "No." Then that is definitely that, said the mom. There's no other place you can do ponytails. Yes, there is, said Stephanie. I want one coming out the front and hanging down in front of my nose. But nobody will know if you're coming or going, her mom said. Are you sure that is what you want? Yes, said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out the front. I like how creative she is. And look at these pictures. On the way to school, she bumped into 4 trees, 3 cars, 2 houses, and 1 principal. When she finally got to her class, the other kids saw her and said those mean words. Ugly, ugly, very ugly. But I don't think they really think it's ugly, do you? Because guess what? But, first your part. Stephanie said, that's right. I love your expression. You can tell there's exclamation points at the end because the way you're reading. Guess what happened right now? You can predict. The next day, all of the girls and all of the boys, and even the teacher, had ponytails coming out the front and hanging down in front of their noses. None of them could see where they were going. They bumped into the desks, and they bumped into each other. They bumped into the walls. And by mistake, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom. Stephanie, you should imagine she's getting pretty frustrated. Stephanie yelled, "You are a bunch of brainless copycats. You do just whatever I do. When I come tomorrow, I am going to have shaved my head." You can see she's mad. Look at that mad face. Looks like she's having a little temper tantrum. Now, when I want you to scream at your friends like that, no, we'll talk about that. But I can see why she's frustrated. The first person to come to school the next day was the teacher. She had shaved her head and she was bald. The next to come were the boys. They had shaved their heads and they were bald. The next to come were the girls. They had shaved their heads and they were bald. The last person to come was Stephanie, and she had, make a prediction. A nice little ponytail coming right out the back. Oh, she didn't shave her head. And what do you think? Look at the end. They are not happy. T-H-E-E-N-D, the end. Now, I told you we would talk about why I love this story. And it's because I like how she stood up for herself and said, it's my ponytail and I like it. That's right. She didn't care what other people think and thought. And that's very important that you do the same. You be you. And you like what you like and you do what you want to do. Another thing that I liked is that because she was so confident and she said, I like it this way, even though you've never seen it before, she was so confident that the other kids thought, yeah, she wasn't shy about it. Like, oh, okay, I'm not going to wear it because they were confident. They said, hey, that's pretty cool. I like her confidence, right? So they started to wear it the same way too, even the teacher. Now that's how I know that it is a fiction make-believe story, because I don't think all those kids or their parents would let them shave their heads, right? But anyways, that's why I love that story, because she stuck up for herself and said she liked it. She was kind of a trendsetter because she was confident and believed in herself, and it also teaches you that even when somebody says something, they may just be a little bit jealous. So try not to take it so heart to heart and realize, like, when they copy you. Some of my kiddos would say, she copied my drawing or he copied my drawing, and I tried to explain. I said, oh, I know that's frustrating because you want it to be your own work, but it's kind of a form of flattery, I would tell you, because they like your work so much they want it to be like yours. So I know it's a little bit frustrating because you want your work to be yours and for them to do themselves, but just remember, it's because they really think it's cool. And they like what you did, and that's kind of nice too. So anyway, Stephanie's Ponytail, not nice name calling, but has some pretty good lessons that we can learn. Be confident, be yourself, be understanding when somebody wants to maybe be like you for a little bit, but also tell them too, it's good to be yourself and do your own things. You're a great artist too, right? All right, enough talk from Mrs. Gibbs. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.